Welcome to More Than Mindset, the only podcast that bridges the gap between spirituality and success. Go beyond the mind with clarity and confidence coach Kim Guillory and learn how to integrate your passion to serve with your skills and experience to create a business you love. Let's get started.
Welcome back to the More Than Mindset Show. I am your host, Kim Guillory. Listen, I have taken a deep dive into rehabbing, ruin, or finding the guys. You know what it's like whenever you have this big, grand idea and you're just like so excited. You're like glowing and the insides are jumping around. Like you've got this idea that it's been brewing and you're so excited to watch it come to life. Do you know that moment? I'm having that moment right now. I've got something really exciting that's brewing. It's like the best. Think about yourself. When was the last time you felt that? Because that's what we're going to dive into today. I have clients who had big, massive purpose and dreams, and this is also for myself. And then suddenly something changed and they're exhausted and they're like, I can't pull myself out of this. And they have all these reasons why they can't get started again. And I decided that I was going to share a formula of how I get myself out of this so that you have access to it. So here we go. Think about the time where you got really excited about something that you wanted to do. You were like, oh my God, it's the best plan ever. This is what's going to happen. And then this, and then you just saw it start growing. You imagined how big it could be. And you tell a couple of people, they're, yes, yeah, you should do that. That's amazing. And then you pour your heart and soul and time and money. And then maybe those people don't even support it. They were just telling you it's a great idea. They were agreeing with you. And then you're like, where's everyone who told me that this was a great idea? Have you ever had that happen? I have. So what happens in that moment is you go into this, what I'm calling this ruin. It is this stop or pause in the creation of the idea. So at first you imagined it, and we all know if you can imagine it, you can have it, right? If you can imagine it, you can have it. Because if you think about it, you can see it, there's a way to it. But what gets in the way are these barriers or blocks or people or ideas or opinions. And so then we're excited and we take off and we start telling people, which is great. You should tell people, but you should be careful who you tell. Because some people would just agree with you just to agree with and won't tell you they don't fully understand or they're not certain because they're not really comfortable with confrontation and they just kind of tell you what they think you want to hear. So that's what makes it a little dangerous. But here we go. We go back to the idea. We start telling people, they're like, that's so fun. That's amazing. You should do it. Yes, there's a need for that. And you take that as a signal of, yes, let's go. But there's an assumption that they're coming with you or that they're supporting you or they're going to be part of it or buy into it, whatever it is. And then you get to a point where you really do it. So your motivation, this idea, took you long enough along the trail to actually do it. But that's just one step. The idea of having a business. Oh, I'm going to quit my job. I'm going to start my own business. I'm going to go and do this thing and take it to the market. And everybody's yes, 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 yes. You get enough yeses and enough approval and agreement that you're actually willing to put the money in, to take the risk, to take the jump. Now you're at those doors. Those people that said it was a good idea, maybe you were depending on them to support you, or you understood that them saying yes meant that they were interested in what you were doing. Now you pay the money, you build the building or the platform, or you get the products, and now you open the doors. And no one is there. Or maybe a couple of people are interested, but they don't say yes. They don't pay. They don't buy. Oh my God. The worst moment ever, right? It's like this big drop. Oh crap. What do I do now? Why did I do this? I can't believe and you start invalidating yourself. Now, this is not the first time you invalidated yourself. This is a habit. We all do it. It's the worst transgression or sin on ourselves that's humanly possible, but we all do it. In that moment, when you start invalidating your idea, yourself, maybe you blame these, they're not supporting me, they should be helping me. All of that stuff comes up. That's fine. That's fine. It's supposed to happen. Don't get caught up in it. Here's what to do if you find yourself in this moment right now. Maybe you already started the business. Maybe your business didn't, you bought into scaling or taking it to the next level and that didn't work. Or maybe you just gave your notice and decided you're going to go do this thing and you are right smack in the middle of doubt. Because that's what this is. It's doubt. Doubt that my idea was good, doubt that I can do this, doubt that anyone can support me. All this stuff comes to the surface. The crazy thing is, feels like a joke, is when you were in the momentum, you didn't have any of that. None of that doubt was real because you were just thinking about the end game. So now that you are right at that point where the doubt is now obvious and present, I'm going to give you 3 steps of what to do when this happens. Do not close the door. Do not listen to the naysayers. Do not listen to your mind that's telling you this was a terrible idea. Instead, identify why you wanted to do this. What was the purpose behind it? Get excited about it. Come back into the vision. Remember when the idea was first planted, right there. Come back right there. Now, all of this other stuff has happened. You did tell people they didn't support you. The business didn't take off like you thought it would right when you opened the doors. That's fine. That's fine. Just leave that off to the side. Don't pay attention to it. Do not justify it, excuse it, explain it, reason with it at all. Just let it be something that happened and come back to the momentum, the excitement, the vision, the purpose. Come back to that moment. Don't leave here until you feel it consume you. I know it's going to be hard because now you've got these doubts planted, but it is possible. You just have to remember why you wanted it, who it was going to help, and how big it could grow and impact others. That's the secret, is to get out of it for yourself, get into it for others. So come back to, this was the idea. This is what it's going to do for society, for mankind, for myself, for my family, for my community. And then see it extend even further than that. So you go back to the original idea. You make the idea bigger, bigger than you even thought the first time, bigger than you ever imagined previously. And the next step, step number 3, go do something. Just get into action as quickly as possible. Put up a post, call a person, go out, pass out flyers, just something. And don't stop until someone says yes or you get a win. So that's what I got for you today. This was super quick. I know so many of you are in this, and we specialize in finding people's ruin. Like, what ruined the idea? What ruined the vision? What happened? When did they stop? When did they quit? What happened? First, you can identify, but as soon as you identify it, set it aside and don't make sense of it. It happens. Just know it happens. Happens to all of us in business. It happens to entrepreneurs. It happens to creators. And it definitely happens to people who are doing big things in the world. And it's okay. It's supposed to happen. Just accept it as part of the process. Don't make it mean that you're a failure. Do not invalidate yourself. Don't find reasons why it works for someone else and it doesn't work for you. You cannot afford to go there. You have to keep your mindset clean. And the only way to do that is to let this reactive BS, the old paradigm, the imprint, the old story, your past failures, stuff people said about you, stuff you said about yourself. You have to know that that exists, but it is not your job to handle it right now. So this is a great time to see it and intentionally bypass it. So we don't want to like unconsciously bypass anything. We want to consciously bypass it. So what we're going to do is you're going to bring it up to the surface. It's already in your body. You're already feeling it. You're feeling like a failure. Your energy is dead. You can't take action. That's already happened. So now you separate it from yourself. That's not me. I'm not my failures. I'm not my mind. I'm not the story. I'm none of that. I am me, the creator. Blow that vision back up. Remember you wanting to do it, why you wanted to do it, who you wanted to do it for. Expand it even bigger than that into how far out this can create an impact, the jobs you can offer, the people you can help, the communities you can support. Bigger, 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 bigger. You're going to instantly start feeling a rise of excitement come back on board. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. Come into our community. We'll help you do this. Keep doing that until it's like back in excitement and momentum. From here, take steps and don't stop taking steps until something actually responds. I don't know how long that's going to be. None of us do. It might be instantly and it might take a while. It depends on how much attention you give to that other stuff that I said, leave off to the side. Because every time you pay attention to that, this gets further from you. So you have to continually stay in action, 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 and then you'll get a win. That's how it's going to happen. And that win is going to be determined by your momentum. It's going to be determined by your belief and by the action that you're taking. All right. Come to the free community. Listen, whenever you get there, you can hop on a call. I do a coach call every week where we dial in on this stuff. This is literally what we talk about on that call. And we help people get out of destruction, out of ruin, out of defeat, out of doubt. And right then and there, they come out of it in real time. They take the action. They have the clarity. They're back into certainty. They're back into confidence. And then the team and the community support them as they get out there so they can go out and get these wins so that they can keep going. Think of it as like you're on a racetrack and your car has to stop every lap and they get the tires and the oil and they get everything. They clean the windshield and then you get back out there again. That is what we do inside of the community. So just click on the link, come and join us. That's absolutely free. You can get at least one coach call where you can come and get a taste of what it's like, get your ruin rehabbed, and let's get you out on the field. And then I would love you to stay and work with us. All right. Have an amazing week. I know this was short. I know it was sweet. I know it was perfect. Now go out, try it, and let me know how it worked for you, because I know it works. This is what we do with all our clients, and this is certainly what I do with myself.
Thanks for listening to this episode of More Than Mindset.